What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. I wanted to jump on here and tell you guys a little something. So, I had something happen to me, and I was, just really trying to figure out how that happened. And is there something that I can begin to put in place so that I can make sure that those type things happen for me more often? And so, anyway, I was thinking about how there's a lot of times that I want to make something happen or have an idea to start something, but I hit this wall, and I have to always like kind of stop for a minute and be like, okay, how do I start? Where do I start, and things like that. And so I always kind of like hit a wall with that for a minute. But I wanted to jump on here and not only share with you this thing that happened to me, but I wanted to talk to you about getting out of that place quicker where you have an idea but you don't know where to start. So here it is. Number one, you want to get control of your thoughts and your mind. You want to get into that place where you're not all over the place in your thinking. And the way that I do that is I always get like write something down in a step-by-step process that really helps me to organize my thoughts and help me to think clearly about what it is I want to do. The second thing that you want to do is you want to write it down. You want to write down the results or the goals that you want, and it really helps with accountability too. And the third thing is you want to be intentional and you want to stay intentional, because you are definitely going to run into some roadblocks and some challenges. So you want to stay intentional. And if you want to know more about being intentional, you can watch my YouTube channel. I have a whole lesson on that. So anyway, you want to be intentional and you want to stay intentional. And part of that whole thing about controlling your thoughts and being intentional is you always want to have like a can do attitude, like I can do this, because it's just as easy to think positively as it is to think negatively. A lot of times, many of us are so trained to worry and to be in fear that we automatically go to that negative place. But reset and begin to think more positively and concentrate your thoughts on I can do this. This is going to work out for me. I know what to do. I have the connections. I have what it takes. So make sure that you are concentrating your thoughts in that way. And so anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that I had a $60,000 debt cancellation happen. I'm not going to go into the details about how I found out, but I did find out, and I was super excited. And I was just thinking about I've had this debt in my life for a long time, and I was just making payments or whatever, trying to work it out. But I'm so thankful and blessed that God worked this out for me. So I was just trying to think about how what did I do? I know it was a blessing and things like that, but there are some things that I know that I had to have in place to be able to be open to receive and to manifest such a thing. And so I was thinking about how we really have to, that thing I was talking about, getting control of your thoughts and being intentional and staying intentional. I think that had a lot to do with it, because even though I had this large amount of debt, and even though, it had been around a long time, and I couldn't, I was making payments for a little while, and then I had to be like, oh, I need forbearance or whatever. But just trying to be faithful and consistent, and if I couldn't pay it, I would call and be like, hey, this is such and such situation, but always believing that it could be worked out one way or another, always believing that this debt was going to be paid one way or another, and trusting that God would provide, whether provide the finances to do it, or in the way that he did this kind of supernatural debt cancellation. So I think our thoughts and how we think about ourselves and what we can accomplish. Oh, remember, get control of your thoughts. Remember, write your goals down, and remember to be intentional and stay intentional. Happy Friday and happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there.